Ave Maria, grazie ricevuta per la mia famiglia.
In the opening of The Godfather, director Francis Ford Coppola uses framing to set a tense, intimate atmosphere that establishes the film's central themes of power, loyalty, and justice. The scene begins with a close-up of a man, Bonasera, in a dark room, pleading for justice from the unseen figure of Don Vito Corleone. Subsequently, the camera slightly zooms out until Don Vito Corleone appears, becoming over-the-shoulder shot. Then, a close-up shot for Don Vito Corleone. Eventually, a full shot which worked as a master shot is included in the opening. This initial tight framing draws the audience into Corleone's perspective, enhancing the intensity of Bonasera's emotions and the desperation.
I stood in the courtroom like a fool, and those two bastards, they smiled at me.
The beginning is an open framing, which allows more imagination. To begin with, let's talk about the close-up shots in the opening. The film opens with a tight close-up of Bonasera's face as he recounts his story. Under the chicken couplet, his face is lit, but the background is dark and unfocused, isolating him visually. This choice draws the viewers into his emotional turmoil and vulnerability. Bonasera's expressive face fills the screen, forcing the audience to confront his pain directly, making his plight feel personal and immediate. The camera lingers, increasing tension and establishing an uncomfortable intimacy that foreshadows the moral compromises that will play out through the film. As Bonasera continues his play, the camera slowly zooms out, revealing the dimly lit room and Don Vito Corleone's silhouette seated across from him. This slow reveal of the setting and Corleone's position introduces the audience to the space without breaking the tension. It creates a sense of gradual revelation, which mirrors how the audience will slowly come to understand the complexities of Corleone's world. The distance created by the zoom-out establishes Corleone as a distant, almost godlike figure, approached with a reverence and fear. Coppola's use of depths within the shot composition, such as positioning characters at different distances from the camera, adds layers to the narrative. Bonasera stands closer to the camera and speaks directly into it at first, creating a sense of openness and vulnerability. As the camera zooms out, Corleone remains a focal point, centered within the frame as a powerful force controlling the scene. The blocking of characters, with Bonasera moving closer to Corleone during his play, conveys the desperation of those who must rely on Corleone's favor. As a narrative tool, this framing underscores the transactional nature of relationships in the Corleone world, and sets up the Godfather as both protector and manipulator. It signals to the audience that power, not law, will be central to the film's story. Additionally, the quiet scene conveys the weight of seeking favor from the Godfather, showing that to ask for his help is to enter into a binding, often dangerous relationship. This choice of framing and composition effectively immerses the audience into the world of mafia as morally ambiguous, yet covered by its own code of loyalty and respect.